Pisces, welcome to my channel. Adrian Nelson here. I hope that you're doing amazing. This is your love reading for August 2021. Please remember that it's a general reading, so please take it as it resonates. If you want to have a focus on your personal energy, then you can always book a personal reading with me. Send me an email. My address is down below in the description. And very good news is that during August, actually in the beginning of August, I have got my new website coming out, which is going to be so much easier for you to see what I do and book online. So I'm really excited about that. It's taken a lot of work. So Pisces, this reading I'm going to do slightly different from how I do my weekly readings, in a sense that I'm going to focus on singles, for those of you that are not in a connection and interested in being a connection, and also secondly on those of you that are in a connection and looking for guidance in that. So I'm going to focus on the two individually, but there might be guidance for you in both of those. All right, going to clarify it and end up with a message from the universe for you. But first of all, let's see what is this oracle message of yours that just want to pop out. It says joy and delight, and it went in reverse, but it says open your heart to joy. Okay. Now, Pisces, this is where I'm going to get just a little bit serious with you. Some of you might be at a point where, you have given so much of yourself that you are so empty, your cup is so empty that it's almost like you're chipping away at the cup itself to try and give to others. The reminder here is that you can only give that which you have within yourself. So you are being encouraged to replenish your own cup first. You are being reminded that it is not selfish for you to put yourself first. In actual fact, it's recommended that you place yourself first, that you place your heart first, so that all the beauty that you have within yourself can sort of come through first. Because I feel that for many of you, there is a space of almost holding out in yourself. Almost not wanting to be too happy or too okay or too joyous or too all those type of things, because how might other people say, think, feel and do. All right. For some of you, maybe there's maybe a colleague at work, or maybe significant other person in your life that maybe not doing that well in certain areas, romance, whatever, and you're like, you don't want to be too happy because you don't want to overshadow their joy. But there really is no benefit in being miserable with someone else. You can support them, but when you come from a sense of happiness and joy and positivity, you actually contribute to them positively as opposed to not doing that. Okay, let's see what we've got in for singles energy. So this is those of you that are completely single, not connected to anyone, and quite interested in being connected to someone though. Okay, you got the Ten of Swords, you got the Magician, and you got the King of Cups. So this is you pretty much being ready. I feel where you are in the space right now, there's a sense of letting go. There's a sense of release. This is actually you, Pisces, flowing with everything the world is presenting to you at the moment, with this big global consciousness, the spiritual awakening, the sense of ascension that's taking place at the moment. This is you releasing and letting go of the disappointments and letting go of the hurt and the pain and the fear and maybe feeling that you weren't good enough. I feel that many of you are in this thought of feeling like, but what have I done wrong? What could I do differently? How could I make it work? How could I make this connection work? Placing all of that responsibility on your own shoulders. And I feel that for many of you, you're finally getting over that connection that didn't work, that sort of one that got away type of thing. You're finally letting go of that hurt and that pain over there. And from that space of letting go, you are creating space for miracles. You are creating space for a new love to come through and a new connection to come through and a beautiful new flow to come through, because you're letting go of that past. And sometimes, we're asking ourselves, why is it that things are not working out? I'm trying so hard, I'm trying to focus so hard, I'm trying to be the best version of myself. But when we hold on to the past and maybe still compare certain people to people of the past and that sort of things, that is the direct opposite of actually letting go. That is called holding on. And as you release all of that emotional debris that some of you have been carrying around, that patterning that isn't serving you positively, You are creating space for wonderful miracles to come through in love. It's like finally opening the, the curtains and lifting the blinds and opening the windows and letting the air come through. And with the Ten of Swords, it's about doing that work so the sun shines through, so the love shines through. And look at what is being destined here for you in the card, single Pisces, and those of you that are cross-watching. Divine, beautiful, perfect love, the perfect partner coming towards you. How amazing is that? All right, let's clarify that. Almost don't want to clarify it. It gets better and better and better. The Queen of Cups, the Fool, and the Eight of Cups. This is you stepping away from connections that is not serving your greatest good. All right. This is you there with the Ten of Cups and the Ten of Swords. Sorry, the Queen of Cups clarifying the Ten of Swords. This is you, as I said, letting go, creating the space within yourself for that beautiful new love to come through. Because remember, love can't come through if we don't create the space for it within ourselves. Okay, it's almost like dessert. No matter how amazing dessert is, if you had too much food and there's physically no space for dessert right now, you're not going to enjoy having it. You're not going to enjoy the experience of, having eaten it if you forced yourself. So this is a space where you created space for love to work on new love. And then you've got the Fool there clarifying the Magician. I mean, this reading is just becoming more and more powerful as you go along. New beginning, creating that new beginning, that new space, realizing your worth, realizing your value, going towards all the beautiful things that really, really does determine the incredible being that you are. Okay, let's look at those of you that are in a connection, married. Could also be, when I say marriage, I mean almost, this is even you say maybe you're busy in a divorce that is busy going through, you are engaged to someone, that sort of thing. Maybe you still have a little bit of a thing going on with someone, it's complicated, that sort of thing, that you are in a situation. You've got the Two of Wands, the Five of Wands, and the Six of Wands. Emotions, 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 all right? Sorry. And for some of you, I feel that this is a space where you have to choose, you have to make a choice. And some of you are feeling that you still want to get your word in. I want to get my word in. I want to let this person know how I feel. I want to let them know how they made me feel. I feel for some of you, it's incredibly important. You might even be arguing this with some of your friends that are saying to you, but maybe you should better just let this go. You're like, no. I want to make this person understand how they made me feel. And funny enough, that actually is what some of you actually do need, because from that, you might be dealing with someone that doesn't actually fully understand how their actions and their words are actually impacting your life. And I feel by actually doing that, that is a space of going forward for you. So I feel that for some of you, there's a choice between, sort of just silently going on and not really saying how it is that you feel, which could be in a connection, but it could also be with other things. Say, for example, maybe with another person, a colleague, work, a friend, a family member, that you have this thing that is sort of like sitting on your chest and you're not talking about it, maintaining the peace type of vibe. But meanwhile, it is like this big pot that's on a gas stove and it's being slowly, the heat is being turned up. Eventually, that pot is going to start exploding. It's going to start bubbling and bursting open. So I feel that it is actually important to discuss what is weighing on your heart at the moment, Pisces, because it is very overwhelming. And I also feel for many of you that is actually what's causing the conflict in the connection that you are having. Okay. So it's about speaking about the conflict. Clarifiers, therefore, you've got the High Priestess, the Lovers, and the Three of Wands. So, sorry, for some of you, you might have thought, is this the end of this connection? Is this how it's going to end? Is it not going to go forward anymore? But look at this Two of Wands that is clarified here by the High Priestess. Twos is a space of new things coming together, moving forward. The High Priestess is about abundance. It's about wonderful new beginnings, wonderful potential that is there that you might not be aware of. And I really feel here, look at this with the Five of Wands with the Lovers. This is you being encouraged to fight for love. Fight for your love, fight for your feelings, fight for your commitment, fight for your relationship, make it clear to the person that you actually want to be with them, that you actually want to work through this, because I feel that you're dealing with someone that actually feels that you might rather want to step away because you're not speaking up, you're not saying anything, so they're like, well, maybe you're tired of me. and look at the Six of Wands being clarified by the Three of Wands. This is a space of going into that next phase. This is a space of actually choosing to be with the person that you want to be, the situation that you want to be, the connection that you want to be. You are being encouraged to choose and to speak up for what it is that you actually want to have, because somebody might mistakenly believe that you're not interested in pursuing the connection. Okay? Let's see what is the direct message coming through for all of your Pisces from the universe. What is it that Pisces needs to know? So you've got the Nine of Emotions, which is the Nine of Cups. You've got the Four of Materials, which is the Four of Pentacles. And you've got the Five of Emotions, which is the Five of Cups. Okay, so this is a space of hope. This is a space of wonderful things that can actually come through for you. You can actually start hoping. It's a good time to start hoping right now. This is a space of balance within your life. I feel that for some of you, it's almost like they have unfinished projects, things just taking on forever, you know. Too many loose ends over here, and you saying, listen, I'm tired of this. Can we sort of like prioritize things? What do we need to do? What are we going to do first? Let's commit to it and let's actually do that. Joy and delight. Open your heart to joy. Remember, this was in reverse initially, but I showed it to you in the upright position. What is it that you want? It's time to speak up for that. And there with Five of Emotions. Again, this is holding on to things of the past, things that are not being spoken about, things that are not being dealt with, things that are being like, oh, it's going to be okay, I'm going to let this go, I'm going to be the little being of peace and love and light. That nonsense isn't working for you in this connection, because somebody thinks that you are not interested, and you need to let them know that you are actually interested. Okay, you need to speak up. It's time to speak up. So that's what I've got for you, Pisces. I hope that that helps you. You know, if you're interested, obviously, in having a personal reading, you can send me an email. My address is down below in the description. If the reading resonates with you, I'd really appreciate you liking it. I always appreciate comments. Subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell so you know when the readings are coming out. And if you are interested in learning to read tarot for yourself, there's a link down below in the description for my detailed online tarot reading course. Namaste, love and light. See you all next time.